Ladies and gentlemen, and far and few in between, welcome to a brand new episode of the Team GOWGO Wrestling Podcast. We are your hosts, Blitzball Champ and Hollywood Cinema.
So
That's all you got?
that's all I got, man. I had to sit through this superstar shake-up part, whatever the hell. So, yeah, no, I ain't got nothing. Wild card rule. Woo!
Yeah.
Wild card rule for the fail. Woo!
Wow. So, dude, there's a lot of craziness that's been going on. Just ever since post WrestleMania.
Mm-hmm.
So,
So bad.
one of the things that I wanted to point out, I don't know if you saw the statement, but it's in regards to the WWE Network.
Oh, the changes?
Yes. So,
Changes.
so apparently, starting May 21st of 2019, there are going to be some devices that the WWE Network will no longer be available on.
You're taking away its availability?
Yes.
Stupid, but okay.
So here's the list. Amazon Fire tablets, Apple TV, third generation and earlier,
So stupid.
LG, 2016 and earlier, PlayStation 3, Samsung TVs, 2016 and earlier, Samsung and Sony Blu-ray players, any Sony non-Android TVs,
What?
Windows 10 desktop,
Okay.
and Xbox 360.
Oh, all right. That seems like the dumbest idea possible. Let's take it away from places where people can watch it. Because that makes sense.
Now, I did get a confirmation that because I was pretty mad about this because, I usually watch it. I have a Windows 10 PC,
Yeah, most people do.
But somebody confirmed when I shared the post, somebody had said that they mean the Windows app for the network and not the web browser.
I mean, okay, but
Which
still.
I didn't even know there was a Windows app.
Me either.
So,
Well, you want to take that functionality away from people. But I get it, whatever.
But that's a pretty decent sized list.
They probably just don't want to have people designated to keep an eye on it.
Yeah,
That's usually what it comes down to.
But at least, I have, I still have the web browser and PS4 and Xbox One, I guess. But
yeah, I watch it on my Fire TV most of the time. My Cube, I watch it on that most of the time.
I see. But yeah, I usually watch it on my computer, and sometimes I'll cast it to my 55-inch TV.
Yeah.
But so yeah, changes to WWE Network, dropping devices.
Make the interface better.
Yeah.
And go ahead and give Randy Orton that damn Money in the Bank so I can cancel that shit.
Dang.
Yo, I'm gonna record. Yo, you need to come over and watch Money in the Bank so we can live record at least that match. So that if he does win, I could go and I could go record myself unsubscribing.
So are you saying you would like to watch Money in the Bank together?
Yeah, I guess so. Shit, make it enjoyable some way. But
I guess we could do that.
Otherwise, I'm going to sleep as soon as that shit come on. I'm gonna tell you right.
Why you gotta be like that?
Cause shit about that pay-per-view, man.
Really, the only two matches I care about are the two Money in the Bank matches.
And even those I don't even care about because I'm more annoyed with the fact that I'm gonna get some shit. Because there's nobody other than Andrade in the men's and nobody in the Ember Moon in the women's. Are there people that actually kind of quote unquote deserve to win it and have that be their story for the next year.
Yeah.
But but for two reasons. I want that to be the case for two reasons because I like them and I think that they have nothing else for them other than that. If they don't like if Ember Moon doesn't win, they got jack shit for her.
Yeah, I really feel like she has to win. I feel like it's only appropriate for her to win considering
That's interesting if they win.
like cuz I mean,
And I feel like Charlotte or Becky is going to get, or Lacey Evans is going to get, going to take out whoever, I forgot who it is that's put in that damn match. Oh, Dana Brooke. That if those three are my alternates, any of those three, but more than likely it'd be either Lacey Evans or Charlotte.
so you honestly don't think Dana Brooke has a chance?
No, no. Do you want? Okay, okay. Just on Dana Brooke's ability alone, do you trust her in a ladder match? I don't even trust Natty in a ladder.
The only reason why I would say no is cuz honestly, I don't think they really gave her a chance to really showcase what she can do outside of WWE main event or superstars. You know what I mean? Like,
That's what she's Mojo Riley, man.
yeah, and that's why I feel like I just as much as it would be cool to see somebody different, I don't really trust them being able to put something together to give her more than the usual TV time by giving her, the Money in the Bank briefcase.
Yeah, cause dude, she's not even. Was she on last week's? Was she on this week's Raw?
No.
Yeah. What the f, man?
Yeah.
Only one not featured. I haven't checked main event, so she might have a match on there, but she was not featured at all. She wasn't involved at all on Raw.
Nope. It was mostly more Becky Lynch, more Lacey Evans.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And speaking of which, let's go ahead and mention about this freaking wild card rule. Like, they're really desperate. Like, so this wild card rule just randomly any three, well, it was three, now it's four superstars from Raw can appear on SmackDown and vice versa.
Yep.
Like, honestly, I really just don't see what really is the benefit from this.
Well, there is none to us. It's only to get people to watch. Well, because the ratings did go up, but it's still low. It's still historically low.
Oh yeah, for reals.
The thing is, the people that tuned in for Raw were tuning in to see a train wreck.
Yeah.
The reason I was even planning on watching it, I was like, "Ooh, this is gonna be a train wreck," and then it was, but I didn't even watch it live because I didn't care. I was just like, I'd rather do something else, and I decided not to even bother. Still, because I still knew it was going to be a bad show, and then when I watched the replays, it was still a horrible show, even worse than
Yeah,
usual.
and Raw so far has really been the biggest portion of why ratings have been low.
It's one of the reasons why I don't care to watch the episodes every week. I'm becoming less and less interested in keeping up with the product, other than a YouTube video, if I force myself.
Yeah. This was really interesting. Like, we had Braun Strowman throw Sami Zayn in a dumpster.
That was trash, literally. That was horrible.
Oh
And then
man.
the way it played out was horrible. Everything about that segment was the worst.
Yeah.
It ended up leading to nothing,
Not a
which
single
we
thing.
found out the next night. It meant literally nothing.
And it's already bad enough that pretty much I think it's safe to say that Braun will never have a top tier title or any singles title.
I won't say never, just because people are going to get injured and they'll have to, but it will. It's too. It They wasted an opportunity to make him the face of the company. They wasted an opportunity. They had it, and they did the Steph Curry layup from like 2 games ago, where it's just like, what?
Yeah,
Like,
like,
how did you miss that? It's right there.
yeah, poor Braun. Um, so this, what do you think of this new Robert Roode?
It is pointless, and I thought they were going to try to do something with it in the Ricochet match, the second one. But no, they just went back to 50-50 booking. So
Yeah,
I guess probably we make. There is no place else for that story to go now that he's lost his like official opportunity to get into the Money in the Bank. So other than elongating the feud and having him get involved in some way in Money in the Bank, he's got nothing.
yeah, yeah. You're
I don't
right.
care. They've already ruined it. They literally ruined it the first week they actually had him wrestle a match as Robert. The
Right.
promo was the good part about it so far.
Yeah, I mean,
How did they fail that quickly?
yeah, it is pretty. It is pretty bad.
It's like it's EC3 all over again. But the EC3 thing I found out is due to his past anti like WWE tweets are now coming back to bite him in the ass.
Who, EC3?
Yeah. Apparently, that was a rumor. The reason why he got buried because he had some just negative tweets back in the day.
What do you mean back when he was at Impact Wrestling?
Yep. Uh huh.
Dude, that was like years ago. What the heck?
But yep, they mentioned that was the reason. Like, but then again, when you think about it, that could be the only reason. He hasn't done anything. He hasn't done anything. They've let him do nothing since going to the main roster.
That's dumb.
They didn't even give him a chance to fail. They just automatically made it a fail.
Yeah.
So
That's
that's why I'm like that. It leads me to believe that that's likely the case.
yeah, and that's childish. That's really childish. Oh, you said such and such, and I haven't forgiven you for it. So here, we're gonna make you have a crappy run.
Yeah, I'm gonna bury you. I was hoping that the Sami Zayn thing was gonna like ultimately culminate in him and EC3 being put together. But
Yeah.
no. I was hoping it was gonna be like people were gonna be like they were gonna have like the disenfranchised WWE superstars like Tyler Breeze or a what's his face? You know what I'm talking about. What's his name? Shit. Damn, you know what I'm talking about. I forgot his name now. We were just talking about it. I just blanked on him. Oh,
Uh, EC3.
EC3. Yeah, have them just be like, yeah, I was happier before I came here to deal
Yeah.
with WWE Universe, right? You could play on that and have it be like a job squad situation again. But nope.
You talked about my wife 10 years ago, so I'm gonna, you know, take away your Intercontinental Championship opportunity and bury you to the ground.
Yeah, but unfortunately, Lars had fat threads up about Stephanie, which I can't blame him. I did too at certain points. And literally seemed to have faced no repercussions for it. Is actually getting pushed and put on TV while Leo Rush is kept off TV because he doesn't get waters. And
Yeah, it's
like, what in the hell, man?
it's
Like this,
ridiculous.
once again is just backwards as hell.
And
Um,
like,
but you know what it reminds me of? The
well,
Titus thing.
uh
And
huh.
it also reminds me of there's another thing I just thought I forgot it now. But just certain things was like how tone deaf are you? Oh, the Alberto Del Rio.
Ooh, good
Like
example.
getting fired the first time. It's just certain things were just like, really? Like that's the choice you decided to make for that? That seems backwards.
Yeah, and it's really ridiculous. And supposedly they said that Lars Sullivan released an apology, but some say that it was company issued, or
It was absolutely a company issue. There's no way it was not because it reeked too much of a because it came out after it had come back up. If it had come up before, then I'd be like, oh, okay. But
Yeah.
no, that's something that somebody found your shit. And the company's like, okay, you got to fix this because you're going to be on TV this week. We can't have you on TV.
Yeah, and the fact that
We're
just going to lay low and just let it kind of whittle away. It's like, really?
Yeah, because they don't care. It's stuff. It has stuff to do with minorities. They don't care. They could give two shits. Like
with Sasha Banks and with
Leah
Rush.
This company and the people who run it continually show me who they are, and I'm going to start listening. Because I try to ignore it because of the brand, but then you're like, but hold up, the brand is only as good as its product.
Yes.
And it's not good, so now I'm looking at everything. I'm just like, nah, man, like none of this is cool. You guys are shitty, and you're banking on me being stupid and being obsessed with you just because of what you meant to me when I was a kid, and that's not enough for me anymore. I refuse.
Mm-hmm.
I can't wait for AEW to be on TNT. I can't wait. I'm gonna watch that shit live.
Yeah, looks like it's gonna be weekly too.
If it ends up being Tuesday nights, it's on like Donkey Kong.
Oh yeah, you'll be like bump SmackDown.
I'm not worried about. I'm not watching SmackDown live on a Friday. I'm not going to do it. I used to watch SmackDown live on Tuesdays, but I now don't do that anymore because of product shit.
Yeah.
So now, you know what? I'm down, bro. Like I'm out. Like I don't. If you're not going to give me like good content and what I want to spend at least 7 hours of my day of my 7 hours of my week to watch, and not to mention the recap things I watch. The news stuff I watch, that's most of my week is wrestling oriented.
Yes.
Like if I can cut out WWE for the most part, I'm happy as hell.
So, just continuing to going through. What the heck, man? So ever since the Viking Raiders made their main roster debut, they've been undefeated, and they just whipped up on the tag team champions Zack Ryder and Kurt Hawkins.
Yeah, but they got that ass whooped by the Forgotten Sons on NXT.
Yeah, that is true.
They got jumped. That big ass truck.
Lacey Evans defeated Allie Katrina, and then her and Becky brawled.
Of course, but that's the only thing they can do with this. That's the only thing they can do with this this feud at this point. Just have them brawl for whatever reason.
The Usos did a prank with this Usi hot cream toward the Revival.
It's dog shit. Free the Revival.
Yeah, seriously. Like,
I will say they made gold out of shit just by showing that they were like. I will tell you this: it was a shitty segment, but Scott Dawson and
Dash Wilder
played it perfectly. I was impressed by the lengths they went to sell what was happening to them, but
they still did their job. So I mean,
they did. That is the part that makes me like them even more.
Yeah, but it's ridiculous that this is what they're.
I didn't get on, but I love the fact that you guys are just saying, you know what, we're under contract. We have to. We got to do it. This is you guys are shit, but let's do it.
Yeah. And then No Way Jose got bulldozed by Lars Sullivan.
What? That makes literally no sense to me.
Yeah.
Because we've shown Lars Sullivan to be beating up people who've done stuff up to this point. R-Truth, multi-time champion.
Yep.
Jeff Hardy, multiple-time champion, here and otherwise.
Yes.
Kurt Angle, multiple champion. Rey Mysterio, multiple champion.
Yes.
Then all of a sudden, he shows up on Raw to beat up
No Way Jose.
Why? You could have stayed on your show and beat up a jobber.
Yeah. And man, poor No Way Jose.
It's nonsensical.
And he hadn't done anything really since his main roster debut.
He done nothing. He's had 2 feuds and he's lost both of them, and the people who beat him did nothing afterwards. So it was
He
pointless then too.
he did a ton more back in NXT than he's ever done on the main roster.
Yep, he's just Adam Rose. I feel like anybody who comes up with that kind of gimmick is dead in the water instantly.
Yeah.
They're just it will never be nothing will ever be done with it on the main roster. They got to stop giving people those kind of gimmicks if they're going to bring them up. They need to just totally change them as soon as they come up.
Speaking of change, I saw this article by Cage Side Seats about WWE possibly teasing a character change for Nikki Cross.
Yeah, whatever. She needs to go to NXT UK. Get away from the main roster. It's dog shit.
But it's interesting about, her possibly not being a dark, crazy character anymore.
They have no idea what they're doing.
Why her, of all people, though?
They've done nothing with that character for it to just all of a sudden change.
Yeah, because they freaking broke up Sanity.
She can't. She could easily just be the crazy one on the show, showing up in the middle of people's matches, looking to wrestle and shit.
Yeah,
just like that, coming to wrestle people after they've already finished the match, being weird.
Yeah,
but no. Like I would have loved to see her just show up at the end of somebody's set up a feud between her and somebody and have them finish the match, and then her music come down, and then her literally run around the ring and ring the bell, and then get in and start wrestling. And the person leave the ring, like, what the hell's going on? And then just continue on from there until they get you have an actual match. Just something.
Well, and you know what's sad? I think in her whole career, I think she's only had 2 title matches, and that was NXT.
They have no idea what to do with her.
So it looks like we could be getting a Nikki Cross repackaged character.
Yeah, after 2 matches on the main roster.
Oh man. Yeah, one of the comments is she doesn't need a character change, they need to just use her.
Yeah, actually use the character, that would help.
But oh man. And another thing I saw, Bully Ray says that WWE should give Paul Heyman control over SmackDown.
I would love that. They need to give Paul Heyman control over Raw.
Bring back Paul Heyman SmackDown.
I would love him to have Raw. Do something with Raw right now, please.
Yeah. Oh, man. And, of course, we had which I thought we weren't supposed to be having rematches. Kofi Kingston defeated Daniel Bryan.
Yep.
But, anyway, Raw was just very
bad.
The whole wild card rule just ruined it for me.
It was really bad.
SmackDown. Not
much better.
Well, I liked how so now, as we had talked about before, which Mandy Rose and Sonya Deville defeated. Who the heck's idea was it to team Carmella up with Ember Moon?
They will team up those 2 women with anybody.
Why not Carmella and Bayley? Carmella.
Bayley's on 2 episodes. She can't be featured anymore.
But Carmella and Ember Moon is such a bland, just makes no sense combination.
Oh, it's classic WWE booking.
Why
get you excited for something? Because we don't care.
And of course, Mandy and Sonya won. Afterwards, Paige came out with Asuka and Kyrie. Says we're coming after you two next week. So looks like that's finally gonna get settled. But dude, can I be honest with you?
Yeah.
I'm starting to have second thoughts about the fact of Asuka and Kyrie not talking anymore.
Yeah.
Like, it just doesn't look right.
Yeah. I got no problem with it.
You're okay with it?
Yeah, I got no problem with it.
I don't know. It's just we're so used to hearing both of them talk, especially Kyrie Sane with her gimmick, and it's like now they don't speak. Can't speak in promos.
Nope.
I mean, they yell stuff
It's the only reason Paige is there.
Yeah.
It's literally the only reason she's there.
I would have been happy with like a actual translator manager, like
Yeah.
like a Funaki like, but more serious.
Yeah. I feel like they had without Paige. I don't feel like they would do anything with them
Oh, you think with Paige it helps more?
because they obviously have no idea what to do with these people. I think it's just now I have no faith in WWE creative whatsoever. So I just assume they have nothing for anybody.
Yeah.
And this stuff is just being done just to be doing it because it feels like it's just being done to do it.
And do you know one of the creative managers is Ranjan Singh?
Yeah. That he's the lead one apparently. Apparently,
Yeah.
he's the creative person, which kind of just like okay. Now I have a name to put with the shit that I have to sit through.
Yeah. But yeah, looks like we're gonna get Mandy Rose, Sonya Deville versus Kyrie Sane and Asuka next week. So,
Yeah, because they're not already busy involved in something else. And where are the Iconics?
yeah, the
Whatever.
Iconics didn't even make an appearance.
No, because the belts don't mean nothing.
I'm sure they'll probably make an appearance.
Next week, probably to cost them the match. I'm assuming.
That or to at least do another promo or so.
Yeah, I feel like they'll definitely get involved in the match next week. I feel like we're just mixing and mixing and matching these feuds for no real reason. It's just like okay, whatever.
So you think they'll get involved and help cost Kyrie Sane and Asuka their first loss?
I wouldn't be surprised. Because otherwise, they just win again, and it's kind of like okay.
But you definitely are okay with the fact, maybe go ahead and get their loss out of the way.
It would be a good idea.
That's fair. That's definitely fair. Yeah, that's fair. But I mean, I'm looking forward to the match, don't get me wrong, but as a matter of fact, I'm looking at Money in the Bank and it doesn't look like any of the tag team titles are going to be defended.
Not yet, anyway. They haven't announced them, but I'm sure they'll be announced next week.
And of course,
out of nowhere,
our new SmackDown tag team champions are Daniel Bryan and Rowan.
That was the best part of that show.
You thought that was the best part of that show?
Yeah, the fact that there's some tag champions like, okay, cool, we got a good tag team. It won't go anywhere, but at least we got one.
Well, at least they actually wrestled to win the tag titles.
Yeah.
So, I mean, they beat the Usos. So I guess, not the ideal tag team I was hoping for, but yeah.
That's all they got, really.
Yeah.
until because we're gonna get like R-Truth and Matt Hardy together for a second, but they're just getting put together to get beaten up by Lars. So
Yeah.
I would have been fine with that being a tag team with Matt being weird and R-Truth being weird. That could be another R-Truth and Goldust situation or any of that kind of stuff, but we won't get it. Not really. I would have been fine with that being a tag team.
Mm. Well, I mean, and
Just
besides,
I just except for I don't need R-Truth to rap anymore, but it could be Woken One or Big Bucks Matt, Big Money Matt from
the woken truth.
I'd be so into anything with those two rather than what I'm getting right now from a lot of stuff.
What was I gonna say? But there's no telling anyway if Jeff Hardy is even gonna be fit to come back and wrestle. He needs to go ahead and retire.
Yeah, I think it would be a good idea for him to go ahead and call it, but he won't unless he's forced to.
That's why they need to give these guys and gals some insurance.
Yeah.
Need to stop playing around and freaking care about their wrestlers. Of course, Kofi Kingston was in action again and got yet another victory, defeating Sami Zayn and AJ Styles in a triple threat match.
Yeah.
Was kind of bummed that Randy Orton interrupted a match between Ali and Andrade.
Boo.
So, yeah. Okay, enough SmackDown. I really have
Yay!
nothing more to say.
I'm with it. I'm sick of it.
NXT. So, we got our first look of Bianca Belair versus Mia Yim. Bianca Belair got the victory using her hair for leverage.
They'll have another.
Showing some heel like ways. So that's good. That's good. I'm sure there will be more to see out of that rivalry. So Bianca Belair takes the first one. The Forgotten Sons destroyed the Viking Raiders.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I feel like that's the first time that they've really been destroyed since their War Games match. And even the Street Profits got a preemptive strike on them, but of course it wasn't enough.
Yeah.
But I was actually really happy for the Raul Mendoza victory over Riddick Moss.
Yeah, it was good stuff.
And I think you mentioned it, but Raul Mendoza's been doing some Evolve stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And they repackaged Riddick Moss.
They did. Now he does like calisthenics and whatnot.
Yeah.
So, it reminds me of Nova's character when he came into WWE.
Ah.
Remember that?
Yeah.
Although everybody hated Nova by then, though.
Yeah.
Everybody hated his guts because apparently he was an asshole backstage.
Yeah. That much is true. We had Shayna Baszler and Jessamine and Marina do some performance center work, and then out of nowhere, Io Shirai made a beeline and just took down Shayna Baszler, and then Candice LeRae got involved as well, and just So looks like gonna see some Io Shirai Candice LeRae action.
Oh yeah.
So but yeah, man, that Io Shirai, she looked angry, she looked insane, and just made a beeline for Shayna Baszler. Io Shirai ain't playing around.
Got her.
I mean, I guess it makes sense with what they're doing with the storyline, especially after she watched her best friend get her arm stomped in.
Yeah.
You know, even though we all know Kairi's okay, she's on SmackDown. But
that's right.
But, you know, of course you got this burning rage now from Io Shirai, which, you know, it seems like she's less smiles now and more serious and intense.
Oh yeah,
And
she's all about it.
and I can only believe that she will eventually dethrone Shayna Baszler. But anyway, we had a really, really good main event match between which we've seen these two go at each other live. Matt Riddle and Adam Cole. Of course, Matt Riddle got the victory. Um, Roderick Strong got involved, and it looks like we are on the verge of a undisputed era split.
Yes.
Um, I am curious though. Um, do you think this could possibly be a ruse?
No, because they've already introduced the idea that they were playing us
When?
earlier. Where like the last time there was like a video, they had a whole thing where they're like, "Oh no, it's no problem." Like the last time they had backstage video of like Adam saying that Roderick cost him the match
Uh huh.
at Takeover, and then they came out in a promo, which was like, "Oh, we played all and then Roderick. Remember that was right before Roderick attacked Johnny Gargano.
Oh, that's right, that's right, that's right.
Yeah, they already played the idea that it's a ruse, so now that it feels like okay, you've already told me that the first one wasn't, so this one more than likely is
Mm-hmm.
actually going to happen.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then somebody will go to 205 Live once it's done.
Well, yeah, 205 Live would be good for Roddy versus the World.
Mm-hmm.
Just as long as they don't split up Kyle O'Reilly and Bobby Fish.
Well, no, because they even had them call out Adam Cole for kind of being a douche.
Yeah.
So it more feels like Adam Cole would be kicked out, and it would just dissolve, and they just wouldn't,
it'll just dissolve, and Kyle and Bobby will do their thing,
do their own thing. And Roderick does his own thing, and Adam Cole does his own thing.
that would probably mean. Now, see, you say,
And I would say one of them, and I would say one of Roderick or Adam would have to go to 205 Live after that.
it would probably have to most likely be Roddy. I cannot see Adam Cole going to 205 Live.
I could. He could rule that thing.
Really?
Adam Cole as the main heel on 205 Live would make that show way better.
Are you serious?
Are you? I can't believe you don't feel the same.
I mean,
I would rather have him be champion than Tony Nese.
But it's Adam Cole.
Yeah, he's great. I want him to be the main focus on 205 Live for sure.
Okay, let me put it to you this way. 205 Live. We're talking cruiserweights, where cruiserweights are showcased. Now, you ask any wrestling fan when it comes to what are some good current cruiserweights or cool cruiserweights in the WWE as of now. I'm willing to bet that 99%, not a single one of them is going to mention no Adam Cole.
And I would say y'all are crazy because he's a cruiserweight. He's a little guy. And he's light. He's a light little guy. He's not a heavyweight. He is a light heavyweight at best. He is a cruiserweight as far as WWE is concerned. As far as their weight class, he's a cruiserweight. Because if you look at him in WWE 2K19, he's a cruiserweight.
True.
2K19, all of them are cruiserweights.
I mean,
like that's the whole thing about that entire group. They are all cruiserweights. According to 2K19, WWE stats and weights and stuff like that, they are all cruiserweights. And even though they don't do the typical jumpy shit, I like there's plenty of cruiserweights that don't do that. Just look at NXT UK. Joseph Connors doesn't do that. Like that, there are plenty of cruiserweights that don't do flippy shit.
True, but
Gallagher doesn't do flippy shit.
I mean, Oni Larkin, he doesn't.
Only Larkin doesn't do flippy shit.
He doesn't do much flippy stuff.
And they're all like, and what's different from Only Larkin other than and Adam Cole, other than the more aggressive style of Larkin? Yeah, that's the only real difference. They do a lot of the same kind of stuff. They stick to the ground. And I think that's a better product if you have the dichotomy of that. If you show that cruiserweights don't just have to be flippy shit, they can be methodical chain wrestling in spots like that. Like I think that's the problem with 205 Live. They're forgetting that cruiserweights just aren't doing flips, and they have people on that show that don't do flips. Yeah. Brian Kendrick don't do flips no more.
Arya Davari.
Tozawa does a splash, but that's it. Like there are other than the Mexican wrestlers,
Lucha House Party, Humberto Carrillo.
Those that do flippy shit.
I mean, Tony Nese, he does.
Yeah, barely. Not like a Leo Rush does flippy shit like that. Even his flippy shit is like Noam Dar's flippy shit, where it's not really flippy shit. It's just they can jump if they want to, but that is 99% of their moveset is not that.
It's kind of like Christian does high flying, but he doesn't do flippy stuff.
Yeah, he's a cruiserweight. Like that's Dean Malenko. Good Lord. Dean freaking Malenko.
Excellent example.
He is the example. He's Drew Gulak before Drew Gulak was Drew Gulak.
Yeah. And
Drew Gulak at one point was the main heel on 205 Live.
Yeah. I would have originally said TJ Perkins, but he does flippy stuff.
He does flippy shit, yeah. Mike Kanellis don't do flippy shit.
Nah.
Like, they got a gang of people on that roster now that don't do flippy shit. And you mean to tell me you don't want to see Adam Cole be on there?
So you feel like Adam Cole could be the next Neville?
He would be the star. He would and should be the focus point of 205 Live. He's box office on 205 Live.
Let me see something right quick. Okay, so at a promotion called Preston City Wrestling, Adam Cole was a cruiserweight champion.
Dude, in the video game, he's a cruiserweight.
Eastern Westland. Well, okay.
Like, come on, man. Come on.
He was CZW World Junior Heavyweight champion. Okay.
Come on.
Oh, okay. Okay.
We saw him live, and you saw him. He is a little.
I mean, I took a picture with him.
I'm taller than he is. He's a little guy with like T-Rex arms, yo. That's what I'm like too. Like you're scoffing at 205 Live. I'm like, what are you smoking? He is the star. And it's so funny to me too that they have money like a money printer for 205 Live in the Undisputed Era, and they won't move them. And the fact that Triple H doesn't do it is even crazier because he's in charge of 205 Live. He should be pushing to have them on 205 Live to save them and to give his show more star power.
Like everybody of the Undisputed Era, or
just... yeah, he's on everybody. They're all cruiserweights. All of them. They're all smaller than they are the cruiserweights. And just imagine how good 205 Live gets if you add those four people.
Well, we've gotten.
I'm sick of seeing the same old fucking matches right now. Okay. Well, 205 is boring as shit to me because I'm sick of the same shit.
Well,
I'm sick.
Well, we've gotten a small taste of Roderick Strong on 205 Live through the tournament,
and he should have been brought over then.
And then Kyle O'Reilly, Bobby Fish. Are you really okay with them being showcased despite there not being a tag team title on 205 Live?
You get them. That's the whole thing. Why wouldn't you build a tag team division around them on 205 Live?
Oh, so let them be the catalyst to usher that into 205 Live? That's the only reason to put them
over. Like, you have tag teams there that have nothing to do. And I'll tell you this. Lucha House Party can have a great match, but none of their stories are worth a damn. You know why?
Why?
Because they're fighting for nothing.
True.
And if you bring in Red Dragon, it legitimizes that entire division instantly. That division automatically with Red Dragon in there is on par, if not better, than the Raw division and the SmackDown division.
Wow, that's bold.
I'm sorry, dude. Red Dragon are better than all the tag teams overall.
Oh, heck yeah, definitely for sure. It's not even a competition.
They're not better than the ones on SmackDown right now. There's two.
I mean, the only ones that would probably be decent competition against them would be the Usos.
Yeah,
and the Club.
Yeah, and the Club only because we love the Club and we know they're really good, but not by WWE standards. By what they've shown me on these shows,
yeah,
even the Club aren't up to snuff.
Yeah, which is ridiculous,
right? Like, and you mean to tell me like them on 205 Live instantly makes that show the best show on TV. If you have a tag team division and you have Adam Cole, you have him as champion and them as tag team champions, best show on TV every week.
Wow, dude, that is bold.
It would be the only show I would give a shit about, other than NXT. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, they're messing up every other NXT call up. Why wouldn't you want to do it correctly by having them go to 205 Live and be the stars as they should be? Dude, that'd be 4 Kevin Owens coming to Raw to beat John Cena, because that's an hour-long show. And we've seen pretty much every matchup we can see at this point that doesn't involve Oney Lorcan.
Yeah, and Oney Lorcan is one of the new guys.
Yeah.
And really, him and Humberto Carrillo is really the only.
Yeah, and Humberto's ran through the entire division already.
Yeah, and still showing some flashes on NXT as well.
Yeah, and he's going to be in a Fatal 4-Way with Jack Gallagher in the UK next week. It's just like they've already run out of options already, man. Like, they need something.
So, Red Dragon on 205 Live.
Man, that'd be the best damn show of the week. With Undisputed Era on that show. Get out of here.
Because they would run like wreck straight through the division.
They would, and they would just be on top, and then you could bring in more cruiserweights to actually make it a thing.
Because the thing is, Lucha House Party is a legit stable, but when it comes to tag team wrestling, you're not topping Red Dragon.
Exactly. You could have a feud with them as they destroy them. You could even have them look funny, do that weird stuff they like to do to make the bad guys look stupid every once in a while.
Yeah.
But they all get destroyed when it actually matters,
Yeah. Yeah. You make a good point, because when it comes to, being able to usher in a tag team division, why not let Red Dragon?
They should be the stars. Because there's nobody. First off, the tag teams on that show right now are the.
I guess you could say Brian Kendrick and
Brothers?
Tozawa.
Yeah, but they don't even tag anymore.
No, not
that
really.
Tag team.
The Singh Brothers, yeah.
Yeah, Singh Brothers and Lucha House Party.
That's it.
They can't have a tag team division with that.
Nah,
because and now we're doing Singh Brothers versus Lucha House Party, and that's it. Like, what else are we going to do now? They're done already. But that's going to go on for months because they have no other option. They just have these 5 people and basically a holding pattern because they don't have shit.
Yeah, and then going back to Adam Cole, it's starting to make sense to me now.
I can't believe it never occurred to you.
But I get
the focus. Like, if you think of if Pac could be what he was, you mean to tell me Adam Cole can't be that?
Yeah, but you have to remember, Pac was there way before even a 205 Live was established.
I know, and just think about what Adam Cole brings with him.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He instantly brings something.
Yeah, because Adam Cole is a big star.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Why would you not build the show around that guy? If they built it around Enzo and Cedric and any of those people, Adam Cole's a better representative of what 205 Live should be than any of those guys were.
That's a fair point. That's a fair point.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, you tell me Tony Nese is your champion, and you wouldn't be like chomping at the bit to get Adam Cole in there to take it away from him out of nowhere, and then just run roughshod over it until Roderick Strong gets there or somebody. Come on, man.
That would be good. That would be good booking.
Good Lord, it would print money. I wouldn't even watch the rest of the pay-per-view after that opening the friggin' pre-show match. I'd be done. I'd be like, fuck you. I'm not watching the rest of this. This is the best shit we got. I'm not watching the rest of this trash.
Because that would be good. Adam Cole winning the Cruiserweight title and Roderick Strong would renew the rivalry.
Yeah, like it'd be the same thing if Tommaso or Johnny Gargano had gone over to 205 Live and then had Tommaso join. You would be able to use the NXT rub and not have it instantly get watered down by Vince.
That's a good point.
Still in charge, and he could actually, it's crazy thought. He could book these guys correctly so that when they actually moved them over to the main roster, they wouldn't be getting the Cedric treatment by showing up one week and getting beat by Cesaro, and then neither one of them showing up again.
Yeah.
They wouldn't have a choice. People would be cheering even more than they would because it's like, yeah.
And I guess, I originally, had some reservations about it at first because I figured, the whole idea was, but then again, look at the state of the main roster.
It's trash, man.
Yeah.
I don't want Undisputed Era nowhere near the main roster right now because they don't instill any faith in me to believe that they are able to creatively give a wrestler a program that isn't going to be changed an hour before the show so that it doesn't come across as nonsensical. All of the feuds they have right now don't make any sense. Or they're just started and stopped and then they're not brought up again because it doesn't matter.
Mm-hmm.
Because nothing matters because we're just throwing stuff. Dude, when I heard that guy from What Culture say it's like TNA Impact, it was like, you know what? This feels a lot like Impact during the dark days where it's just like, I'm just going to change. People are going to change from good to bad at the drop of a hat with no reason. Like that. That's what killed the knockout division. These girls kept changing and doing this, just kept switching sides. That's what killed the American Wolves. That's what all that bad stuff that was happening that was like the last bad section before what's his name took over and stopped doing in New Japan Pro Wrestling stuff so much. The Jackal, I can't remember his actual name. Cyrus. I want to call him Cyrus, but that's not his name. You know what I'm talking about? He was the Jackal.
Oh, are you talking about
He's in charge of TNA right now.
He used to be Brodus Clay.
No. Oh. No, it was the manager. The Jackal. He was the manager. He had the glasses, skinny, had like the long hair. He basically he was what's his face before ROH had him. Because they basically.
Oh, are you talking about Truth Martini?
No, the Jackal. He was a manager. He was a manager in the 90s.
Oh, okay.
He wore a suit. He wore those black sunglasses, like the circular ones. He had the long hair.
Okay. I have to take a look back at that.
He used to do New Japan commentary.
Really?
And he's Chris Jericho's one of his good friends, so that's how they almost got him an Impact.
Huh.
I can't remember his damn name to save my life. I want to say it's Cyrus. I think he also went by Cyrus too. Either in WCW or WWF. I can't remember now. Because he was in both companies.
Huh. Okay.
Oh, that's gonna bug me. I'm gonna have to look up the Jackal.
Yeah, if you remember the name, yeah.
I'm gonna look up the Jackal.
Because I'm it's not ringing a bell for me.
Don Callis.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Don Callis, because Don Callis is in charge of creative over there.
Okay.
That's why TNA is good now, because Don Callis is there.
Yes, Donald Callis, Canadian, right? Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, he's awesome. Like I enjoy TNA because of him. I guarantee that's the reason why I enjoy it, because it's so much better now. because he likes traditional booking. Not even traditional, but just booking that does different stuff. Like, I mean, I wasn't expecting Johnny Impact to go heel with Taya Valkyrie.
Oh
You know,
wow, him and Scott D'Amore are working together.
yeah, man.
What?
And
Really?
Impact is a much better show than Raw or SmackDown.
I may have to. I may have to give it another
Dude,
shot.
if you have Impact, dude, you have Impact Plus now. You have to watch it.
Yeah, that's
It's so much better, and even with like the over sexualized Scarlet Bordeaux stuff,
mm-hmm.
I don't even give a shit because I'm getting Taya Valkyrie, Jordan Grace, I'm getting Tessa Blanchard, I'm getting
Oh yeah.
wrestlers, man. I'm
And
getting wrestlers.
and by the way, I
Actually,
did see Gail Kim's match with Tessa
I
Blanchard.
you would
Wow,
have,
like that was legit. That was
yeah, those
definitely legit.
and that is and they're actually not booked in a dumb way. It's all good.
Yeah, I did not think
Suyin,
that they would have.
and Tara Hogan.
Oh yeah, Kiera Hogan. Kiera
Tara
Hogan.
Hogan always fucked that up. Yeah, like all that stuff with Rosemary, like all that stuff's good, man.
I did not think they would have Gail Kim tap out, but it
But
was a
but she did retire and then come back, and it was to put over Tessa for sure.
yeah.
But
That's exactly
but
what it
it
was.
was a
Pass
good
her the
use of it
torch.
though. It wasn't. It was actually a well done use of it.
Yeah, it was to pass the torch to Tessa.
Yeah, which I enjoy because they seem to understand that you do that.
Yeah, and
Um,
they embraced at
that's
the end of the match.
yeah. I would love to start talking about Impact on a regular basis. I'm so sick of WWE. I want to start talking about Impact weekly. I want to start, just bump like we can cut down time on stupid main roster bullshit. Spend more time on 205 Live, NXT UK, and Impact.
You're serious?
I'm not playing with you, man. I am so burned out on shitty Raw and SmackDown. I can't anymore. I can't. Like
You're at your last straw.
I have gone to sleep just as all those shows start on purpose now. I don't even
Ouch.
try to stay up. Or I'm like, oh, I'll just watch the season finale like Tuesday. I watched season finales on ABC. I was not interested in what was going on SmackDown. I didn't give a shit.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Hold up. Time out. I'm looking
What's
at this on Adam Cole's Wikipedia. He's 6 feet tall. He can't be 6 feet
He
tall.
can't be, dog. I'm 6 feet. He's shorter than me.
Apparently. Oh, okay. It says build, height, and weight is 6'10", 210 pounds. Oh,
Yeah, that's bullshit.
that can't be true. That can't
That
be
can't be
true.
true at all. He's a little guy and he is short.
Nah, looking back at that picture I took with, he can't be no 6 feet tall.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, no way, no freaking way that he's 6 feet tall.
Yeah, don't believe that.
Nah, no way, no way.
Yeah.
Um, what were we talking about? Oh yeah, NXT. But yeah, it'd be now you made some good points about Undisputed Era on 205 Live, and yes, keep them as far away from the main roster as possible.
Printing money, I would buy so many shirts.
Let's see. NXT UK. Here we go. So, are you familiar with this Casey Owens who went up against Nina Samuels?
I don't think so, but let me look her up again. Let's see. Casey Owens. Because I don't think so. But maybe NXT UK.
Because the name sounds familiar.
Yeah. No. Oh, whoa, yeah. No, I don't recognize her.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't see. Yeah, no, I've never seen her before. I want Lana Rhodes to show up. Oh boy, she nice. Lana Rhodes. Oh my god, boy.
Do you know that Charlie Morgan on NXT UK was trained by Paige?
No, I didn't know that.
Yeah, Paige was one of her trainers.
Didn't know that.
And the Hunt went up against Mustache Mountain.
Yeah, that was good. I really like the Hunt.
Really? Don't like the Hunt?
I know I do. I like him quite a
Oh,
bit.
you do like the Hunt. Oh, okay.
I do. I like him a lot.
And I saw that Joe Coffey beat Flash Morgan Webster to qualify for that Fatal 4-Way.
Yeah.
And the main event featured Noam Dar as the replacement, teaming up with Kenny Williams for a tag team title shot against the Grizzled Young Veterans. And I did not did not expect James Drake to do a, wait, what? Okay, hold up. Seem to have some technical difficulties. Why did he put me on hold?
Sorry.
Oh, you there?
Yeah, I'm here. Sorry.
Oh, no problem, no problem. So the tag team, the NXT UK tag team title match, had Noam Dar as the replacement, teaming up with Kenny Williams to take on the Grizzled Young Veterans, and I did not expect James Drake to do a 450 splash.
No, I didn't either.
But that was a great match, like back and forth, and I still think eventually Mustache Mountain will be the team that takes the titles from the Grizzled Young Veterans.
Yeah, I think so too.
But yeah, they also showcased a video of another superstar that's getting ready to make their debut on NXT UK. Apparently, he was a star from WCPW.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I know.
But
yeah. That's why I know him.
so you know who I'm talking about.
Yeah. Yeah. Cause I used to watch WCPW like every week because it was What Culture, man. What Culture. It was cool to see those guys doing like, how WWE should book this, and then them getting a chance to book shows and it being good.
Yeah.
And also, that was the place I could see Alberto Del Rio and Kurt Angle and Cody Rhodes wrestle after they left WWE and Impact. Because they were there. Because those Cody Rhodes fought Kurt Angle and Alberto Del Rio at WCPW shows. That was his when he had that list of people he wanted to fight. WCPW was going hot and heavy at the time, and they booked those matches.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's where I know Ligero from. That's where I know Joseph Connors from. A lot of the UK people that are NXT UK right now, I know them because of that.
Mm-hmm. Right on.
It's a new one, man. B. Priestley.
Speaking of B. Priestley, so WWE had to step in and take Tony Storm off of one of the match cards in Stardom, where Tony Storm was supposed to face Bea Priestley, but Vince and WWE decided to be super petty and stop that from happening.
Yeah,
which was freaking dumb. It was oh so dumb.
Ooh, I'm about to send you this article. Sorry.
Uh-oh.
Lars Sullivan.
It's a new article?
Well, yeah, because the old articles didn't mention that a advertiser had a problem, said that Lars Sullivan's statements were unacceptable.
Oh.
Mars Wrigley, yeah, one of their official, Mars Wrigley. So the Candy people didn't voice their unhappiness with Sullivan's unacceptable comments. And apparently they're saying that Okay, hold on. I'm just reading real quick that Sullivan reportedly personally apologized to New Day over his racist remarks.
Mm-hmm.
Apparently that was the case. That he went to them personally and said it.
Oh, went to New Day personally? Okay.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Because they were just like, "Ooh, boy." Yeah, okay. Yeah, see, yeah, because apparently they were just like, nah, it's a dead. It has no issue, man, no problem. But yeah, but they had an advertiser finally say something like, nah, man, because they said that they apparently had no issue with the big man's comments, and Vince McMahon had no intention on punishing him. But if more of their sponsors follow suit and start publicly voicing their unhappiness with the company, um, because of the comments, then their WWE might be forced into acting or risk facing the prospect of losing money. And you know how they don't like that.
Right. Says WWE has been aware of this forever. This was nothing new, and he's apologized to them for it in the past, and it was considered a dead issue, but it's come up now twice in the last 6 months. So this time he did, in fact, address it with that statement.
Yeah, and Mars Wrigley, man, they put out one 17 hours ago. They published a statement. It says, okay, this is the statement from Mars Wrigley. We learned of Laura Sullivan's comments recently and share in your shock and disgust. As a values-based company, we find this behavior abhorrent and unacceptable. We have engaged the WWE to discuss the situation and seek to understand what actions they will take to swiftly address this matter.
Jeez. Well,
I'm finally coming home to roost, you pieces of racist shit. All of them. I'm a lump Vince in there too, man. Get out of here.
yeah, looks like they're finally gonna throw the hammer down on Lars Sullivan.
That's the only thing. That's the only thing Vince needs to understand is him losing money, and even then, he doesn't know how to respond to that well. So good on him.
But it's ridiculous that we don't want to lose money is the ultimate reason, not set a freaking example.
That's all businesses, though. That's the thing about companies. Since they have no heart, they can only care about money. So they will never listen to us unless their money is messed with. And the people and honestly, a lot of these cases, they only answer to the sponsors and stockholders. If they don't have a problem with what's going on, they won't give two shits. And the only time that those stockholders and those sponsors care is when they lose money. Because I guarantee you that every single time that a Snickers commercial came on and some other shit came on, they were getting tweets.
Yeah.
Laura Sullivan. Which is why they had to say something. Because they in that statement, it basically made me believe that they were like, okay. We heard you. We also don't like it.
Dang.
But they literally say in the statement, we also share your shock and disgust. We're going to talk to them about what needs to be done about this swiftly because we don't want to lose any more money on Snickers and M&Ms.
Yeah, that's a fair point.
In our gum commercials.
That is definitely a fair point.
Money makes the world go round, man.
That it does. But yeah, it's hopefully that they'll follow through on that.
Here we go. Hopefully. They don't follow through on anything else, so, other than screwing over people. So hopefully they follow through on something that actually should be followed through on.
Yeah. So, 205 Live. The Singh brothers were in action. They won their match. Arya Davari beat Noam Dar. And Akira Tozawa beat Mike Kanellis in a no disqualification match, which Mike Kanellis finally got a win. Then now back to losing.
50-50 booking. But it was a great match. It was the best match of the night.
Yeah, that is very true. And yeah, that's pretty much all that I have for WWE.
Yeah, thankfully, yeah.
One thing I do want to mention, ROH related, is that we have a brand new ROH World Television Champion.
Who?
Shane Taylor.
Yeah?
Yeah, he won in a four-corner survival match, defeating Jeff Cobb, Brody King, and Hiroki Goto.
Okay. When the hell did that happen?
This was during the War of the Worlds tour in Toronto.
I forgot about that.
Yeah, that tour is still going on. It started, I want to say either Thursday or Friday.
Ah.
But yeah. But here's the thing. Jeff Cobb still has yet to be pinned or submitted because he wasn't what was pinned. Brody King was actually pinned after Cobb hit the Tour of the Islands on Brody King.
Huh.
So, just food for thought. But yeah, Shane Taylor, first ever singles title in ROH.
It's crazy.
Yeah. Although it makes me wonder if he'll survive the tour still as.
That I'd be like,
Because you got to remember, I remember when there was a tour going on and Will Ospreay won the TV title, then he lost it the next night against Marty Scurll.
Yeah, he did.
So it's very possible, but we'll see if he survives the tour.
We shall see.
They still have 2 more stops, tonight in Grand Rapids and tomorrow in Chicago.
Ooh, Chicago.
But yeah, new TV champ. And so this new group, the Allure.
Yeah, the Allure.
It makes sense.
Oh, yeah.
But it's just sad that all 3 of them are what it takes to have to take down Kelly Klein.
Well, that just makes her look strong, man.
Yeah. And PCO wasn't able to dethrone Matt Taven, but they showed apparently that he kicked out just over a millisecond after the 3 count.
So, ooh, I need to watch. There's a PCO was on Busted Open talking about the Crockett Cup.
Really?
Yeah, I mean they've been doing a lot of interviews. They did the one I sent you with Billy Corgan. Talking about the Crockett Cup. That was kind of awesome to hear him talk about how his experience in seeing the ring for the first time and him wanting to make NWA like a thing again.
Yeah.
And his love for tag team wrestling.
Yeah, and hopefully they'll make North Carolina a landmark for that.
I really hope so. Because they were gushing about it doing really well. So.
Oh, yeah. Crockett Cup was fun.
Yeah, it was so great. I loved it.
The only thing I didn't like about it was Medusa's outfit.
Yeah. That was gnarly.
Oh, goodness gracious.
No, thank you.
That was some dehydrated prune boobs.
Yeah, it was like the visual of listening to Madonna's new music.
Ew. Oh, God.
Shudder. Ugh.
But, I also wanted to say, man, I'll be honest with you. I have no faith that the ratings for WWE can jump back up in time for the debut of SmackDown on Fox. I don't think it's going to go through.
Unless the product gets better, I don't want it to.
Yeah.
And I feel like there is no reason for me to believe it will get better.
Because, I mean, if it's not going to get any better, it's gonna really hurt ratings on Fox.
Well, I mean, apparently TV execs feel like wrestling is down, but I feel like it's just because WWE is so bad that it's making wrestling look bad.
Do you feel like these people that aren't really willing to see that or admit that are because they just want to intentionally be ignorant, or is it just we don't know what to do?
Well, the TV execs is because they don't know any better. They think WWE's done a good job of selling itself as the end-all brand, like the McDonald's of wrestling.
Yeah.
But now this McDonald's is putting rats in our burgers and is basically turned into like an even worse Krusty burger. They're putting where Krusty's just rubber stamping shit while they put razor blades in our cereal.
Ew.
Well, it's all horrible quality.
Yeah.
we're not getting quality stuff anymore because
Right.
Vince is stuck in the past and refuses to evolve. And I'm hoping that AEW is the thing that kills them. If that's what it takes, they need to learn that the brand is not the only thing. They have to put out a good product, or the brand is worth nothing.
Yeah, you're right. You're absolutely right.
I will not blindly support them just because as a kid I had toys and shit like that. I won't. I
Mm.
won't. I refuse. I haven't bought merchandise for forever because I refuse. I just no, 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 no
Nope.
more.
No more?
No, I feel the same way about Marvel movies, and I don't own any. Well, I own some. I own the ones I like, but I don't. I vote with my dollar
No more?
because that's the only thing they understand. They only understand the dollar. They don't understand people complaining. They don't understand ratings. They just understand when their money is affected. So my way of affecting their money is not giving them mine.
Yeah. That's a fair point.
I'll give it to something else that I actually believe in and that actually gives me good entertainment.
Well, next week is the go home episodes of WWE en route to Money in the Bank. But yeah, what time is Money in the Bank on Sunday?
Probably 7. I haven't even checked.
So May 19th. Yeah, 7. So I'll probably um come home after church, relax, and then I'll head out your way. What should we do for food?
I don't know.
I guess we'll figure it out before the end of the next week.
Yeah.
But alrighty. So, if nothing else, that will conclude this episode of the Team GOWGO Wrestling podcast.
What?
And as requested by Hollywood Cinema, we got to start including some Impact Wrestling.
Yay! It's better than what I have to watch.
Yeah. Although one thing I will say is I hope to at some point see the team of Xia Li and Karen Q happen on TV because that's what they've been doing on house shows.
Yeah, from anything, the last few taped, that's not happening.
Yeah.
Unless it's backstage promo.
Yeah. Fair enough. But alrighty. So for the Team GOWGO Wrestling Podcast, this is Blitzball Champ and Hollywood Cinema. We will catch y'all next week.
Yeah.
Have a
Peace.
good one, y'all.